The Force is not fire, it is venom. In that single maxim is the entirety of Sith philosophy. What Lord Kaan and my other lesser predecessors could not understand is that such a fundamental truth is not evidence of insight on my part, but rather stupidity on theirs. The Force is not fire. It cannot be passed from one user's torch to another's, and another's, until an entire hemisphere is illuminated with the blaze of a million lights. This is what Kaan foolishly believed, and all the Sith Lords before him for the past 1,000 years. It is why the once mighty Sith fell apart long before the defeat at Ruusan. When all carry a flame, no matter how dim and guttering it may be, they soon conclude that they are the brightest stars, around which all others must orbit. Infighting follows, and Jedi victory becomes inevitable. No, the Force is venom. If it is poured into many cups, it loses its potency until it becomes so diluted it is merely an irritant. Yet pour those cups right back into a single vessel, and you will have the power to stop a krayt dragon's heart. This is the secret. This is the rule of two. One Sith must contain all the power of the dark side. One Master must decide how that power shall be used. Sharing power is an act of weakness and a violation of the Sith code. Yet, the Sith Order must survive after the Master perishes. For this reason, the Master must take an apprentice. The Master instructs the pupil, but never gives up the smallest sliver of power. The apprentice learns through years of study, but must struggle for every achievement. If the apprentice becomes strong enough, a battle to the death will prove it. If the Master should be struck down, the apprentice becomes the Master, and the order continues. Together, the two may attract legions of minions, but true power will remain concentrated. Always, too, a Master and an apprentice. This central lie, upon which Kaan built his false Sith, is the reason behind their watery, diluted power. The so-called New Sith Wars lasted 1,000 years. Many warlords during that time sought to control the destiny of the Sith Empire. They achieved victories from the Battle of Mirzra to the Sictus Wars, but those were victories without a clear line of succession. Every Sith wanted to be king, and so we argued. While the Republic grew frail, its citizens sickened with plague and became isolated by a decaying infrastructure. Coruscant's throat lay bare beneath our blades, but the Sith plunged their knives into others' backs instead. Kaan was not the worst of these fools, but only the last.